one, it will either break out to the upside or break down to the downside, okay? So keep an eye on this one. If we can get IYT to move up, that will be a big feather in the cap for the old bulls out there. And then SMH, if SMH can remain bullish, I would say that this engine's firing on all cylinders. If you can get SMH and IYT running uphill, life will be good for the bulls. Kind of suck for the bears until the market rolls over, and it will. I'm not even. That's just not even an issue. I know the market's going to pull back. The question is when, and we will be there when it does. What else do I have here? Oh, let's look at some charts. And of course, if you guys have anything you want to look at this morning, by all means, throw it out there, okay? Let's look at open here. I still like this open chart. It is one I am currently holding. Bought it Friday, I guess it was. Yeah, Friday. My targets to the upside are about this 950, 960 area, followed by 1070, and then maybe up here at 1175. But, let's get through target 1, target 2 before we start talking about target 3. But that's a beautiful chart coming off the 50-period moving average. Just 1 second. There we go. And then our trend indicator has gone from red to green here, red to green. So that's looking pretty good. I like that one. Another one is CRML. Now, CRML, what I do is I have stocks on a watch list. And then when they trigger or alert, then I will look at the chart. And I know this is under the T-line and under the trend indicator, but I haven't bought it yet. It's just simply on my watch list because I know I'll get razzed if I buy it down here, which is okay. And what I'm waiting for is for it to pop up, and that's my alert. And even though my alert is below the T-line and trend indicator, it doesn't mean I'm going to buy it just because it alerts. But what it might do is when something like this happens and it sets up, it's on my watch list, but I also write it down on my notepad right here beside me. And those are the charts, when I write them down, those are the charts that I'm real serious about buying somewhere throughout the day or toward the end of the day. So I'm waiting for this to alert for me, I guess, and then I'll make that decision if I'm going to buy it. But CRML is one of those. Another one that might be setting up is USAR. And just like that CRML, what I like about this is we've rallied up and here we've pulled back to that 50-period moving average. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm married to the 50-period moving average. And if somebody's saying, well, what happened to the 3A trap? 3A trap is still my favorite entry of all. But like any person that has a tool drawer or a toolbox or golf clubs or fishing tackle or, anything, you've got more than one. You've got more than one screwdriver. Why can't I have more than one trade setup? See what I mean? So I've got a couple screwdrivers. I've got several fishing poles and a few reels to go with those. So it's just part of my tool bag that I'm looking at here. So here we are back down. I'm looking for the buyers to step in. I don't want to be the buyer down here. It's not my thing. I'll wait for somebody else to do that. And then when I start seeing the buyers step in, that's when I will look to buy it. My target, there's a couple of targets. There's a line right here at 26.30, and there's a line right here at 29.50. And then my main target, swing target that I'm looking at is 32 up here. So if I can buy this thing somewhere in the neighborhood of 24.28, 24.30, and the T-line will be down there by then I'll be looking at about a 32% swing on this, and that's just the stock, and I'll buy an option on it. So the option will be worth well over 60%. So anyway, that's just an idea how I might start to set up a swing trade here, okay? Hey, Coach, you love CRML. Let's see, did we just look at that? Yeah. And then USAR. AB, USAB, USAB. I think you mean USAR. Yeah, I got you there. Take a look at LAC, LAC. This is another one that might be setting up here. And I don't know, and this is one of the things we're going to go over today is how I draw these lines. I've gotten a lot of people ask about that. So we're going to really work on that today as well. I can't say that this is going to be the low. It could actually go lower. And if it does, I'll just move that line lower because I can do that and that's all right. I know some people might say, well, that's just kind of making the chart the way you want it. And you're 100% right. But I can't prove that this is the low yet. So I'm going to always be looking for the low. And then I'll even adjust the alert. But as it does, the top on this one's not going to change. Maybe I should say that when the time comes, because it could change. When I see the buyers come in, then I'll take a look at it. So say somewhere, now let's go up above here. So say about 658 for an entry. Right there would be a pretty nice swing at 23% on the stock. That's over 40% on the option. So there's plenty of money to be made out there. Let's see. Hey, Sonny, good morning. LMND. There we go. Nice chart. So this is the kind of chart, I love this. So we get a big pop like this. I like the inside day here. I'm going to come up here and draw a line just straight across, just so I know that top is right there. I know there's a lot of traders chasing it down here. And if you're one of those that got in here, well, I think that's great for you. But we all have to have our, what we like, what we're good at. All right. That's, you can like something, but you might not be good at it. So I like football, but I'm not necessarily good at it. Okay. So there's a big difference between what you like and what you're good at. And this is what I like. And I like it because I've learned that this is what I'm good at. Let everybody push that chart up to an area that you can make sense of and then trade from there. And you're trading that move here up into strength. That's a nice chart. So I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to flag that one. I also want to point out that this is, there it is, breaking out of the cloud here. And in case I forget to talk about it today, make sure somebody reminds me to talk about the cloud a little bit. But breaking out of the cloud here, I think that is a positive thing for LMND. The only negative that I have on this is earnings is on the 5th, coming right around the corner, which that's the case with a lot of stocks. So we just have to deal with that until the earnings are over. Yeah, UPS, you guys see that? Smoking hot. So what does this mean? What does it mean? If somebody says, well, dang it, I missed UPS. No, you didn't. Put UPS on the watch list and simply wait for the next setup. It's that simple. You really don't have to do anything else with it there. I'm going to get rid of everything there. There we go. This would be a good one to put those lines on. So if somebody reminds me during the when we're out working today in the room, somebody remind me and I'll do that with this one. But yeah, let's just simply wait for the pullback, wait for the setup, and then we can get in. And I'll show you what targets are going to be. So hop in the room for anyone that's not there, and we'll run the numbers on this one and we'll get targets on this. Okay. Let's see here. What do we have? And congratulations, Coach. I think you were in this. Way to go. Hey, Mr. Goodson, how are you? HUM. Yeah, take a look at HUM. That might be setting up as well. Here's the 500 period moving average right there. So that is automatically going to be a target, and it's automatically going to be a showstopper until it breaks out. So you've got about from where we are about right now, you've got about 7.5%. And I think that would be a good trade up to that area. And then it's going to have to prove it can break out of that 500 period moving average. And honestly, if I take that 500 out of there and I look at the chart, I see no reason why it can't. And we'll do this one real quick here. So I'm going to take these highs over here on the left and come down to this low right here. Okay. And this would be the targets for it. And we're headed back up to that 50% retracement right there. Yeah. And then the next target up would be right here. That's 61.8 fib line right in here. So target 1, and then that 500 target 2, and then target 3 on that HUM. Okay. FTNT. Take a peek there. Nice rounded bottom break setup. I've already done the work on it. Target's up here about $90. That's a nice little 3/8 trap right now. That's a buy right now. Earnings, again, that's the negative here. For me, it's the negative. For some folks, it might not be a negative. But I care about earnings mainly because I don't really want to be in them by accident. I may choose to be in a position that has earnings, going through earnings, but I don't want to get blindsided because I didn't check. So 11.5 is earnings. And then you had another one, TAC. Let's look at TAC. TAC setting up 3/8 trap. That's just nice consolidation ready for the next leg up. So yeah, I'd watch that one. 3/8 trap. 3/8 trap is real simple. We'll certainly talk about that more today. So you can choose to buy right here in the 3/8 trap, or you can wait for that breakout. And as far as the stop goes, if you're buying it in the 3/8 trap, if it drops out of the 3/8 trap, wouldn't it make sense to close it out? I mean, just doesn't that make common sense? I mean, that's why you're buying it, right? No, and I'm not talking to you, good son, but to everybody. So if you like it because it's in a 3/8 trap, wouldn't it make sense to close it out if it closes below the trap? And wouldn't it make sense to maybe go dancing if it broke out of the 3/8 trap to the top side? Common sense. Trading really is full of more common sense than anything else. It really, really is. So, what else have we got? Bill, I'll have to get that recording. Yeah. I didn't do anything with it last night. What else? What time is it? Oh, we have plenty of time. Hey, Rick, do you do CFDCs with any of these stocks, or actually buy the shares and sell them into strength? I buy them and sell them into strength is what I do. So say, for instance, I'm in BAC right now. So when BAC moves up to my target up here, then what I'll do is either sell all of it or part of it into strength, even though I have another target up here a little bit higher. Okay, so I'm always trying to sell into strength and put goals, what we call goals, or money, you can call it money if you want, into my bucket. And that's how I've been able to double and triple the Road to Wealth account in the past 9 months. I'm headed for a quadruple before year's end on the account. So, but that's what I do. Thanks for asking. Coach, thanks for bringing up you. You bought it yesterday. I've got it on the watch list for a buy right here. We'll talk a lot about this line right there. See where it's kind of bunched up, and maybe I should make that darker for today, and I'll do that when the market opens up. So I've got an alert set right above that green bar. That green bar is the 50%, what I call the retracement area. It could be retracing from the top side down or from the bottom side up. And that's a wonderful target. It's also great resistance. It's great support line. It's just I think it's one of the best spots on a chart. Doesn't matter what chart it is. It's one of the best spots. So I'm looking for that alert. I'll get alerted, and then that'll be my target up here. And this is one I'm definitely hot to buy. And now that I know that Coach has some of it, then, and I do that, when there are members in our trading room that are buying something, I tend to lean with them. I mean, there's some ace traders in there. So when I see other buyers in the room buying it, then I'm going to look at it as well. It's the beauty of the room. So thank you for sharing, Coach. Appreciate it. Take a look at laser. I don't think we did that. Look at laser here. So yeah, let's look at laser. Laser has some upside potential. It's a rounded bottom breakout right now. I'm actually going to get rid of this. I'm probably going to redraw these lines, I think. But I'm not going to do it right now. I'll do it later today. So laser's moving up, and there's sometimes I really want to pull my eyeballs out of my sockets. There really is. I truly get people that, they'll watch this video or something like that, and I'll say, look at laser, looks good, and there's a target here, there's a target there, and there's a target there. And all of a sudden, laser does this, and I'm nothing but a big fat asshole. I mean, I am. I will get emails. You're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just a dummy. You lie about your account. I seriously get people like that. And since it's illegal to beat the shit out of them, I just want to pull my eyeballs out of my sockets, I can't get away with beating them up. So anyway, those are the people that have no business trading anyway. They don't have a clue. They don't have a foggiest clue. Because if you think a stock is just going to jump way up there because somebody says those are targets, well, you're out of your ever-loving mind. Look, we may pull back, but it doesn't mean that that's not the target. I don't care if we pull all the way back down to that 50. That's still the target for this chart. So I think laser's got some upside. This is the kind of chart you want on your watch list. This is the kind of chart you want to be paying attention to instead of bouncing around to 1,000 different charts. Sort of work with a bundle of charts. Bundle doesn't have to be very big at all, and that's what I do. I work with a bundle of charts, and what's hot these days? Auto parts, they're hot. AI is hot. Nuclear is hot. Things like that. So anyway, laser's got some upside to it. Yeah, right, Dave. They won't be trading long. Yeah. What else do we have? Oh, let's talk about Sophie, because I'm thinking about buying Sophie back. So I sold my Sophie yesterday because it had earnings and I had a profit and I didn't want to risk that profit. And Sophie's holding up pretty good here. So I still think Sophie has some more upside. So I just might be buying Sophie back. Maybe today. And, we'll see how the candle goes today. Truly, in a perfect world, what I would like to see is Sophie actually pull back and then watch that buy signal. That's what I would kind of like. But hey, I won't have a problem buying Sophie, in here, looking for that next move, maybe up to that 32, 33 area right in there. What else do we have? Anything? No, we're close enough. If no one has anything, we can call it a day. But if you have some stocks to look at, by all means, let's take a peek at them. Going once, going twice. Hey, don't forget, again, anyone listening to this, come on in the Hit Run Candlesticks trading room. Look for that link. It's all over social media. Look for that link. Check your email to log in. No password needed, no birthday. You don't have to give a birthday or anything like that. So, hey, William, gold could be a buy. Let's see here. Is gold coming back? Try that again. GLD, right? Well, no, not yet. No, not yet. We're still in a downtrend, pretty clear here. And until that downtrend changes, it's going to be in a downtrend. So I would probably, I mean, and the way I would do this is right now, I wouldn't be bullish on gold necessarily. I would look at gold more like the 50 period moving average is my target. And I'm going to move my alert down a little bit, and I will probably go to the bottom of this candle. And then if we go down lower, then I'll adjust my alert down that way as well, okay? But yeah, I don't see much in gold to say it's, it may be a buy today. I don't see the buyers coming in. So anyway, and I'm big on that. I'm not big on guessing. I want to see buyers. I'm not big on picking the bottom. I don't mind buying a little higher. So, the way I trade might not be for everybody when it comes to my entries, but I think, how to manage, how to double, how to triple your account. I think I can help a whole lot of people out on that one. UNH. That's a bullish chart, man. If you're long, stay bullish. Right here is my 50% sweet spot. This has been up for the past, 3-4 months in this. So UNH is still looking fantastic to me. Absolutely fantastic. Did you recently watch list PGEN? Not only did I do that, but I also bought it. I own PGEN, and I'm still looking for that, what I call my sweet spot, and that's that 50% retracement area back up, and around that 475. So yeah, I still own PGEN here. Still working out pretty good, I think. GE, is that still doing well? Yeah. GE, bullish, going higher. Good morning, H-Man. How are you? I joined late. Missed Walmart. What do you mean? You missed it? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, I'm planning to add to Walmart. My target is 109. Okay. Let's see, 109, 110 range. Your thoughts? You know what? I'm going to, let's do that right now. I'm going to change my targets on Walmart. I'm going to redo them because I'm going to take a different approach on it because it's pulled back so much. So, and Walmart is one I am holding as well. So here's what I would look at as targets. I'm going to take these tops and go down to the bottom, the current bottom. And if it goes lower, I'll adjust lower to find out where the targets are. But right now, here is the 50% mark. That's always going to get tagged. We're going to duplicate that. And then we're going to go up here to about 107.50. And there's a target. We're going to duplicate that. And then we're going to go up here to about, I don't know, what is that? 108 and a little bit of change. And duplicate that. And then I'm right there with you. Your 109 target. So that represents the 87.5 of my targets. When I draw these lines become target areas, and this represents the 87.5 line right there. So I'm with you. Well, wait a minute. I guess my eyeballs are crooked. I guess that's only the 108. Here, let's go up one more, and that will be the 109. There we go. So this is the one you're looking at. So basically back to those highs. So right there would be a swing, how I would look at a swing trade right on here. So H-Man, I'm with you, man. I'm on it. And I am also holding it. And as far as an add to goes, I might be right along with you. And what I'm going to do is I will probably look at an add to maybe around this area right here. I say around, so I just want to be alerted right here. So I'm going to set up that alert. There we go. There you are. So do me a favor. If you add to it, you shout out at me. And if I add to it, everybody knows I share it in the room 100%. And I post it on our app as well. Okay. By the way, everybody that's in the room, all the guests, download the app. You'll have it for 7 days after today. So feel free to do that. If you need a little help with that, I'll help you once we get in the room after the market opens. Let's look at one more, and then we're going to call it a morning, okay? VIR. Nice chart. Nice trend up. I love that. Price is above the T-line. T-line's above the trend indicator. Look at that rounded bottom breakout. Beautiful. We're testing the 200 period moving average. I can see that the 500 period moving average is right here. And that is, 26% away. So that would be a good target. I'm going to draw this where I may not live with that top, but we're going to start there. Let's see. I'm trying to decide if I want that top or not. Where are we here? Let's pull this down a little bit and see what happens. Oh. Yep, that might be it right there. Oh. Let's go a little lower. Yeah. Right there. So what we'll do is we'll talk about this more in the room on why I might lower it or not. But right now, I would use that 500 period moving average is my target area. And when I say my target area, that's my trade. So if I'm setting up a trade plan, a game plan to trade this, it would be like this right here. That's my world to trade in. So I'm going to manage the chart. I'm going to buy it here, buy it somewhere in here. I'm going to manage it in here. I might even take profits in here. But that's my world to trade. And then once we break out of this area, then my world to trade will move up, just like this. So, okay, thanks. All right, everyone have a wonderful time. I hope to see everybody in the trading room at 9:30 Eastern when the market opens up. We'll see you all. Please take care and have a very safe and profitable day, okay? Later.